Good Tuesday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Joseph Peterson, and let's go in and talk about the weather for your Tuesday. Starting off, what is going on right now throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Nothing. There is some fire weather concern, though. You can see special weather statements going on all the way from the upstate down into the Midlands, the PD, and parts of the Grand Strand area. Now, Low Country is not included, but every other area pretty much is, except for the coastal Grand Strand areas. But if we scroll our way out, you can see that we do have activity going on in other places. I mean, we have rainfall going on over here in Arkansas, over inside of Tennessee. You also do have some snowfall going on in Michigan, Wisconsin, the UP. Rainfall going on in South Dakota. Also some rainfall and some snowfall going on throughout Washington, Idaho, Montana. And then, I mean, just look at how dry it is up in the Northeast, down here in the Southwest. Now, in terms of our cloud cover for the most part actually is looking like that it is pretty out there throughout the state. Pretty cloudy. In fact, it seems like about everybody has at least some cloud cover to watch for as we go throughout right now. And if we look at that cloud cover for the future, we go in and push this forward. And you can see cloud cover moving its way over to the east a little bit, but the cloud cover really remains for the day. Kind of clears out a little bit this afternoon and this evening, but like I said, stays for the most part. Going into this evening and then going into tonight, cloud cover really trying to cloud back over the entire state again. Now for our current temperatures right now, you're on a good 54 in Somerville, 55 in Charleston, as well as 57 in Beaufort, 58 Hilton Head Island, as well as 51 in Orangeburg, Georgetown, 50 Murray's Inland, 49 in Myrtle Beach, 49 Conway, and 48 in Florence, 49 Columbia, and 49 in Sumter, 48 Lugoff, Hartsville, 47 in Bennettville, and 44 York, Rock Hill, 45 in Spartanburg, Greenville, 47 in Clemson, Anderson, 48 in Greenwood. Now for your air quality, nice. Not a single issue in terms of air quality, so we are good. High temperatures for today, you have around 60 in Greenville, 60 Spartanburg, as well as 62 inside of Anderson, 61 in Newburgh, 62 Columbia, 60 Camden, Sumter, Kingstree, 61 Orangeburg, Moncks Corner, 62 Aiken, Monwell, Walterboro, 58 in Charleston, 57 Georgetown, and 56 Myrtle Beach. Now for your winds. Winds are going to be around 10 to around 15, 20, maybe even a bit higher than that in some spots. So it's going to be a bit breezy today. Definitely going to be a bit breezy today. And then in terms of wind gusts are going to be all the way up from around 18 miles an hour all the way up to around, I'd say honestly, around 30. So wind gusts are going to be up a bit today now, and most of it could have potentially been from this morning, just because obviously the cold front passed last night, and it definitely could really much just be for this morning. But if I go and look at the graph real quick, right now I'm looking at the graph, and for the most part, yeah, it seems like it's mainly just for this morning. So I think these highest gusts that we're going to see are really going to come from the morning time, and I mean for the most part after that, going to kind of calm down. No rainfall is expected today, so you don't have to worry about any rain gear. Crazy score. If you have no idea what the crazy score is, it is a score that we see how crazy the weather is throughout the entire state of South Carolina. And right now, we are at a 24. Why? Well, it's cooler than normal. Bit breezy this morning. Very low precipitation chance. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then also a little bit of an elevated fire risk as well. We already saw it. And no, it's not covered technically by the SPC. The SPC has not put out a fire risk at all for today. In fact, they said we are all good, but I think that we might be just below the threshold for them to go in and issue something for it. So I think that's what's happening. No thunderstorms are expected today. I think that's pretty obvious there. Same thing with excessive rainfall. So let's go in and look at the models. So we're going to start off here at 9 o'clock in the morning, but as we go on and push this forward, you go through the noon time frame, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and we continue our way through. But look at this. Look at that isolated shower activity in the low country. Now, that won't accumulate anything, and, even if it does reach the ground, it's not going to accumulate. So, you don't need any rain gear for it. And look at it as even you go into tonight, 10 o'clock p.m. So, just some light shower activity potentially later tonight, but for the most part, it's not really going to accumulate anything too much, and it's kind of just going to be like an annoying rain that doesn't do anything, but it's just there for some reason. And that's all that I have to say. Make sure that you tune in tonight, 9 o'clock p.m., for your Tuesday evening forecast update, and tomorrow morning for your Wednesday morning forecast update, as I'll be back then. Also, hit those two buttons before you leave. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and the share button before you leave today.